Hi, welcome to this fallscape. I'm Joanna, and today's video is about lights, and this is in response to a question that I got this last week, and I was thinking about doing a video at some point with my favorite lights, because when you're talking nano tanks, you need nano lights. So these are my 3 favorite lights for a nano tank. First one that I like is a submersible suction cup light. It's by the company Ming Dak, and all these I will put links down below. A lot of them you can find at Amazon. I'll link those down below if you want to check them out. But this one I really like because I had to get this to replace a light that was in a lid to a it's a 5-gallon nanoponics tank. It's where our co-worker Bob the Betta, Clear Bob the Betta, works every day next to us. And very shortly after getting the tank, the lights that come with it that are submerged, they went out. So had to replace them with this, and I really like this light. It's a little bit, it's not that bright, so I think this is a great light for something that tank that you maybe have that don't have a whole lot of plants. In this tank I have basically just a couple of Anubias, a couple of Crypts, and that's really about it. So I think this is a perfect light for a tank that does not have a whole lot of plants in there, and you don't want something super bright. It's also very highly rated. There's something like 4,000 reviews out there. It's only $11. It's a great light for something that you don't want a light hanging over the tank, or if like in my situation, you had a lid that had the strip light included in the lid and they conk out. This is a great option, especially when you don't want to see the light. Okay, my second favorite light, and these are not in any kind of order, but the second light that I really like, and I happen to have 2 of these, and I have them both on my bookshelf tanks. It is a 7-inch clamp light. I like it because it's a very low profile. It gives great light. Both of my tanks just have some Anubias. They are very small tanks, so they don't have very many plants in there. But I like them especially for my bookshelf tanks because, like I said, it's only a 7-inch light, so it actually only winds up illuminating maybe 3/4 of the tank, which does kind of give a darker side to one of the tanks. So if the little fish want to hang out in a darker side, especially a betta that I have in one of the tanks, it does really great for that. This light is by the brand Aquatic Life, and on Amazon I think it really only had a few reviews, literally like a few reviews. So why I chose to get this light in the first place, I have no idea. I must have gotten it off of Amazon, but I kind of like it. The one drawback I will tell you, this is the light here. The one drawback is that this clamp, if you can see here, it does not, because this bends, this is a bendy guy, this does not actually go over a rimmed tank. Kind of a bummer because one of my bookshelf tanks does have a rim, and it's kind of an easy fix for me. It does have a glass lid, so all I do is lay this right on top of the glass lid. It's a little bit of a pain when you're going to feed the fish and all, but it's something that I'm willing to work with. But just keep that in mind that this will not go on a rimmed tank. It is a little pricier. It is $22, so versus the submersible, it's twice as much. There are other brands that seem to be very similar. I haven't tried them yet, but they do look very similar, and I think they were a little less, maybe $17 or so. And I think I originally got this because of its low profile. I think that it's just a very sleek looking light, and I do like how high it sits above the tank. It's not way up high, and it's not real close. So if you do happen to have a lid on the tank, it's very easy to lift up the lid and you won't be hitting the light. And also for cleaning and maintenance, it works out pretty well too. Now for my last favorite light, this is an Aqueon light, and it comes in a planted tank version too. Now we only have the regular version, which I believe goes for I don't think I saw it on Amazon. I think it goes for about $19 or $20 at Petco, PetSmart, something like that. It's a clip-on light. It's very bright, and I believe it's rated for up to 20 gallons. So keep that in mind if you're looking to put it on a smaller tank, a 3-gallon, a 5-gallon. It's a very bright light, so you may be asking for some algae there. But it comes in a planted tank version. It's a few dollars more, like $26, something like that. I do believe that one was on Amazon. If it is, I will put it below. But we have heard from a number of viewers over the years that they do really like the planted tank version. So especially if you're looking to illuminate a 20-gallon, 10-gallon, somewhat larger, that's a larger tank for me, you might want to check into this light because they seem very happy with it. It's also a touch control, so you just touch it on, touch it off if you do not have it on timers like we do. That one is a clamp, just like the last one that I was talking about. However, this one does work for tanks that have a rim or do not have a rim. So the clamp is a little bit wider. You won't run into any issues that it won't fit over your tank. So that's a great bonus there. It does sit up, I find, just a little bit taller. It's a great light. And on Amazon, the planted tank version did have about like 1,000 reviews that seemed very happy with this light. So those are 3 of my favorite lights that I like to use, especially if you do not get a kit tank and you actually need to add a light or even replace a light to your tanks. Hopefully that information is helpful to you. But if there are some lights that you've had to go and buy, that you've used over the years, that you really like, leave them down in the comments below. I would appreciate seeing that because I'm always looking to try out different lights to see how they work. And I will see you in the next one.